thing.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't the same.
It ain't nothing like you belong with us.
Andy, man. Andy, you can't, hey, bro, you can't just leave like that, dog. Like,
No, I know. I don't care.
hey, man, I worked on my birthday last year, bro. You can't, hey. I said I worked on my birthday last year. Bro, hell nah. Hell nah. Bro. It was hell. Missed them. Missing them. Nah. He'll miss them. He'll get one, miss another. It was a mess, dog.
Exactly what's going on because it takes two to tango and I need to hit his side of the story. So she's driving me insane, her stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games and I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light. People want to find peace immediately. This is what people don't like. I don't believe that. You can find it through everything also. You're going to find peace from going to war with yourself. Because we all got. People look at me. And the reason I'm much to resonates with people because I don't hide. I'll tell you exactly what I am. I will admit to it. People are great at hiding. So they want to just find peace. No, you got to take your fix your stuff in you. Don't just shove it under the rug. Fix it, and then you'll find some peace later.
what is that? That was a very powerful statement, but what is the brother's name? That is the military brother, the brother that is the SEAL, right?
David Goggins.
David Goggins. He said, if you want peace, you got to go to war with yourself. He said, peace is not instantaneous. Peace is not extrapolated from quiet. Sometimes quiet is just, I don't want to deal with it. So I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather not deal with any particular situation. I'd rather go off into, my little space of comfort and safety and not deal with it because it's quiet. You know what? I felt like, I feel like I want to hear that clip one more time because he just coming in hot. Woo, woo. He just came in hot. I want to hear it one more time.
People want to find peace immediately. This is where people don't like it. I don't believe that. You can find it through and all this other. You're going to find peace from going to war with yourself. Because we all got people look at me. And the reason I'm much it resonates with people, because I don't hide. I'll tell you exactly the I am. I will admit to it. People are great at hiding. So they want to just find peace. No, you got to take your fix whatever's up in you. Don't just shove it under the rug. Fix it, and then you'll find some peace later.
Wow. That's he's a military brother, so that's a very military-minded kind of concept. But I don't disagree with him. And a sister sent me a quote, from a book that basically was saying, if you want peace, get ready for war. And oftentimes we want to have war with somebody else, right? And the reason why we have war with other people, especially in relationships, is because we feel like our perspective, where we're coming from, is the absolute truth. And it is a truth, but it's not the truth absolutely. Meaning, our perspective is 100% true to us. And many times, this is why we get hung up in our conversations, is because sometimes we are conveying our truth to either get it off our chest, or we're trying to convince somebody to agree with our truth. And there may be more reasons for why, but the reason why I was doing this show tonight, because it's a very powerful show, and it was given to me by one of our, and she has to call in and break it down, one of our callers out of Texas. Texas is big time. Attila Phillips. This is a topic she sent to me and asked me to do, right? And of course, I messed with it a little bit. Peace versus quiet. Is it possible for peace to be deceptive? Now, what I took from that and her questions, I was like, yes, people can act peaceful. Just like they can act nice. Just like they can act kind. Just like they can act cooperative. But again, a lot of times, man, we being sold something, through a person's performance. We're being sold something. We're trying to convince people. We're trying to sell them on whatever performance we're performing. So to answer her question, is it possible for peace to be deceptive? My definitive answer to that is no. And I'll tell you why. Because that's not peace. That's a pantomime. That's diet peace. That's performative peace. See, real peace, inner peace, is not trying to prove itself. It's not trying to fight. It's not trying to sell. So for me, peace can't be deceptive. peace can't be a lie, right? So you can act peaceful, but be in inner turmoil. In other words, I don't want nobody to know what I'm going through. I don't want nobody to see what's bothering me or what's welling up, right? So you can put the mask of peace on, which is performative. You're in a play that you're in a one-person play, a one-man or one-woman play that you're trying to get the audience of the world to buy into this projection that you're okay, right? So I personally don't believe that peace can be deceptive, right? Because when you're internally perturbed, but you got the mask of peace on, let's go deeper. Can you be called a liar? Mm-mm. Oh no. Right? I mean, you moving like everything is good. You fine. Everything is straight. But internally, it's not. Can you be called a liar? Tonight's topic, peace versus quiet. Now, I've already told people, most folks can only have quiet. And we're going to get into it. Let me ask some questions. True or false? Can it be said that true peace is rooted in the internal acceptance of what is, reality as it is, whereas quiet is an attempt to avoid the noise created by what is? Krishnamurti was big on what is. The reality of reality as it is. Not as we would like it to be, not, moving through reality with a mask on to look like we are okay when in fact we're not. Let me ask that question again, because it's such a profound question. And remember, the voice of reason is a non-judgmental space. It is open for people to talk. I want to have conversation with you. This is a conversation, a discussion, not a monologue. True or false? Can it be said that true internal peace is rooted in the internal acceptance of what is, whereas quiet is the attempt to avoid the noise created by what is? Is it possible for someone to project a sense of peace while internally experiencing turmoil? Can peace be used as a defense mechanism to avoid confronting difficult emotions or situations? Are y'all ready for Andy? Are they ready for this? I don't know. These questions are not playing. Let me read it. Can peace be used as a defense mechanism to avoid confronting difficult emotions or situations? Again, to answer that, I don't think peace. Well, yes, it can. I don't think peace is avoidant. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think that internal peace is avoidant. Internal peace doesn't look at a problem and says, let me go over here because that's a problem. Internal peace is internally connected to the reality of what is. Internal peace is more about acceptance. Oh, this is where we are right now? Okay. That's peace. Not, I don't want to be in this with you right now. I'm going to go over here. That's quiet. Quiet wants to get away from the noise that the what is creates. Wow. That's heavy, right? 1-800-920-1580. Is your relationship peaceful? Or is it just quiet for the time being? Are you not having the discussions that are necessary to have? Is your relationship riddled with small talk in order to avoid real talk? Can peace be used as a defense mechanism to avoid confronting difficult emotions or situations? Is it possible for peace to be a temporary state, making underlying unresolved issues? Did you? I don't think peace can be a temporary state once you achieve it. I just don't think so. I think achieving inner peace is like achieving self-realization, self-actualization. I think that's something you can cultivate. 1-800-920-15. Somebody call me and let me know what you think. Can peace be achieved through external factors such as material possessions or social status? I'm talking about internal peace. I'm making a distinction between peace and quiet. Most people want quiet because they've never been taught how to cultivate peace. I'm one of them people. My mind is noisy. I struggle. I may have had a glimpse of it, but I struggle. I'm not here to profess perfection. No. But this is a very serious question that must be asked. Right? Is it possible for peace to coexist within chaos or conflict? Yes. Nature shows you that when you get a Category 5 hurricane. In the center of the hurricane is the eye, which is calm, peaceful. The eye of the storm is always calm and peaceful. Wow. Can peace be maintained in the midst of external disturbances or challenges? Yes. Is peace a subjective experience, varying from person to person? I would say yes, maybe, possibly. What are your thoughts? Is your relationship peaceful, or is it just quiet? And which is better? Some people might get comfortable with quiet and be okay with it being quiet. Very interesting stuff, right? 1-800-920-1580. Somebody get to your phone line. I know I'm ministering to somebody. Somebody is being spoken to tonight. Call me right now, 1-800-920-1580. Can peace be achieved without addressing past traumas or unresolved conflicts? Can you achieve internal peace without addressing past traumas or unresolved conflicts? Let me just say this, because many people think if you have a conversation, you've addressed it. So let me reword that question. Can peace be achieved without effectively addressing past traumas or unresolved conflict? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to y'all. Is peace a state of mind, or is it a state of being? And why is it so difficult to cultivate peace? Can peace be obtained through external validation or approval from others? Are y'all listening to the quality of the questions being laid out? Is peace, internal peace, a result of acceptance? I'll just stop. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going to go to the phone lines because I need to talk to folks, because I need to learn how to cultivate peace. Is it making sense? Are we making sense? Everybody hit that like button. Let's share it. The more likes we get, the better. The better, the better. Let's share it. Thank you, brother. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get him up. Let's get him up. Hey, we need the algorithm popping. Let's get it going. Thank you. Is it? Oh, okay. Come on, let's get this algorithm popping, y'all. We need those likes. We only got 1 like since I said that 5 times. Hit the like button. 2 likes. Keep going. It's only 6, 7 people that ain't liked it. Hit the damn like button. Let's move. See, I'm not at peace. Likes bring me peace. Say hi to your brother. All the lurkers in the background, say what's up. All the lurkers. Hey, thank you guys for the super chats. We got $10. Let's go. Yeah, I switched the link. Well, I deleted the other one, so they can only come to this one now. Show so nice, I like it twice. Word up. Yeah, the other one is deleted, so they can't, it's not even up there. So yes, sir. Monique's journey. Kinda at peace. Not really.
If someone asks you, what is peace? How would you define that? Well, peace is more than a word. It's more than an idea. It's more than a feeling. Peace is an awesome gift of God that He gives to everyone who's willing to surrender their life to Him and to walk in His ways. So I would ask you this. Do you have peace in your heart? Can you honestly say you have peace in your heart, or are you struggling with conflict? Conflict about what? Conflict about many things. So I want you to listen carefully. I'm going to give you 8 statements. You will want these statements to be true in your life, because God provides the adequacy for them to be true. And so I trust that you'll write them down. Every one of them is important. If you want true, genuine peace in your life, no matter what you're going through, write these down, apply them to your life. You say, what do you mean by that? I mean, practice them. What does it say? And when we practice the truth, we get what practice provides, and that is an awesome sense of peace. You either have peace or you have to deal with conflict. If you don't have peace, you have conflict. So it's very important you write these down, beginning with this. I'm going to give you these statements. We experience his indwelling presence and all-sufficient peace when we place our trust in him as our personal Savior. This settles once and for all where we're going to spend eternity. That is a I'm going to spend eternity. We're all going to die. We're all going to face the judgment. Do you have peace in your heart about your
Dr. Charles Stanley. Listen, everybody gets a chance on this show. I love every belief system. I'm not gonna listen. Peace is, like he said, it's more than a word, right? Peace is an internal process. And unfortunately, we live in a chaotic society that respects, quiet over peace. Because quiet is somewhat a respite from the rat race that we all live in. Right? So if we can get a little piece of quiet, we okay. And we think that's enough. I think our spirits are fatigued. And we bring that fatigue into our relationships. I don't know. The lines are full right now, and we're going to get to everybody. Let me tell you who's on the line. We got Houston, Texas in the building. Attila, she created the topic. We got Sean from Oakland, California. We got LJ from Omaha, Nebraska. We got Chico from Harry County. Harney County, Oregon in the building. When we come forward, we're going straight to the phone lines because Zoe Williams needs counseling on how to cultivate peace.
Okay. No.
What up? Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. We need a few more. I think 3 more people. Andy's birthday was day before yesterday. He had 2 days off. Andy, your birthday was yesterday or the day before?
Monday.
It was Monday. Monday. Oh, I ain't tripping. I didn't even see the bot. Are they? Oh, I see what you mean. They bot accounts. Got you. Lewis Jones, what up? What up? What up? Monique's Journey. Thank you. Thank you. Monique's Journey. We appreciate it. Thank you. We appreciate it big time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lewis Jones says, master level class. Brother, love what you do. Thank you. Will 23. Are people conditioned to think peace is a bad thing? I don't think so. I don't think they understand what it is fully. Just like love. Yeah, the lines are full. Don't worry. Yes, the lines are full right now, but I'm a roll through them. Here we go. Yep.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Phil Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580. Just had a fight with my family over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the simple was old, so I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from home. Took the time when I'm coming out of trauma. She too defensive to listen, no call soul. But then I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the emergency. Then I was hard enough the time that I need. Between working or being so crazy, was the time zone difference don't make no easy. So I figured I'd call it early. Tell her life Buddhism has evolved into one of the world's major religions, with many schools and branches. But if we go back to the source, Gautama Buddha, who was born as a prince that later became enlightened and known as the Buddha, we found a collection of teachings named the Dhammapada. The Dhammapada contains some profound wisdom for those who seek a tranquil mind. So, after Stoicism and Daoism, a video about Buddhist wisdom for inner peace certainly cannot be missed. One, attachment leads to suffering. This is one of the basic teachings in Buddhism. We suffer because we attach ourselves to external things, which, in essence, are beyond our control. By doing this, we actually resist the fundamental truth about existence. Change is the only constant. Our youth and looks fade with time. The people we love will disappear. Our success, well, on YouTube, for example, will end one day. The key is to have a deep appreciation for what's happening in the moment, while acknowledging its impermanence and willingness to let it go. I quote the Buddha. The good renounce attachment for everything. The virtuous do not prattle with a yearning for pleasures. The wise show no elation or depression when touched by happiness or sorrow. 2. Desiring the right things. Another basic
Buddha wasn't playing with y'all, man. The voice of reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. It's on and cracking. Let's get these callers in here. They want to talk to us. Wow. Let's get it. Houston, Texas, you're up first. Atala, you created this topic. Why?
What's going on, Uncle Joe? How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How are you?
I'm good. So you asked me why I created the topic?
Yes.
So I was looking through my human design chart, and one of the things that came up was the not-so-theme or keynote of avoiding confrontation and truth. And it got me thinking about ways in which I've done that in my past relationships, which further brought me down the rabbit hole of trying to constantly find ways out of, problems and thinking that I'm getting some sort of peace from doing so. So to give you an example would be kind of like the feeling that you have when you're avoidant, where someone's getting too close to you and you're like, oh, I got to find a way to break up with them. I got to do what I got to do. You just feel icky. And so when you get out of the situation, you can say you have peace, but is it real? And so that's kind of where I came up with that.
What a powerful topic. Your friend and mine, Ghetto Gourmet, says, how can you be your partner's peace when you're at war with yourself? Haru Ali. What are your thoughts on that?
That, you can't. It's impossible. If you're going to bring, I don't know if I can say that word, you're going to bring problems
Right.
to every situation that you encounter. That's no. You have to be peaceful within yourself first before you can bring it to someone else. That's why I love human design, because it forces you to answer those questions that you are avoiding.
So human design isn't about blaming and projecting outwards and they're the problem and they brought the problem to me. Human design is saying this is how you can be the problem.
Right. I would say if you're seeking to blame, you probably don't want to do your human design.
Yeah.
Because those types of questions that come from the different areas, the solar plexus, which is the question that I answered, or told you about, those types of questions, they cause you to confront yourself. So, and it's similar to this idea of peace versus quiet. If I'm going to war with myself to obtain peace, right, that's not the same thing as me sitting in a quiet room. You know what I mean? It's just, that makes sense.
No, it did. And guess what else you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Hey! You brought Houston, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got callers all over the place. Let's get Sean from Oakland, California. He's next. Get up in here, Sean.
Hey, brother. Well, what a wonderful topic again. But peace. When we're talking peace, right? If you're talking about a relationship with someone that you are, planning to be with for many years or in longevity, then you have to realize that there's no cookie cutter way to get that peace. And by the way, the peace won't be there every day, and the peace isn't going to be there every day. I mean, it's really more like life in the sense that peace is when you get those little brief moments where you've made progress. And in my situation personally, where I've had crisis, I've had it all, brother. I mean,
But wait, that was really heavy, and I don't think people really took that in. Peace, and I'm here with you. You said peace is where you make progress.
Yeah.
Wow, that was heavy. Yes. Talk to me, brother.
Well, I mean, because it's really hard if you're going through life, and we all have issues. All of us. I'm not trying to say mine are worse than yours, and yours are worse than mine. I just understand, because I pay attention, that we all have these things come up. And so when you make progress, right, take the moment to, be in the moment and understand that right now, I mean, I've had things that are really tough, like everyone else. But right now, it's a quieting. So that's why when I say quieting, it doesn't mean it's quiet forever. It just means that right now we took that one more step where things are quieter, and I mean that metaphorically, not like loudness or whatever, but metaphorically, things have quieted down, and so the family is better. But you got to remember, everybody, the way this world, and I know everyone knows listening to your show, brother, understand, is that things are not going to be in a straight line. We're always going to have loudness. We're always going to have a non-quieting. We're always going to have crisis here and there. But you got to deal with it, and then, applaud yourself when you have that moment of quieting where everything is all right for a minute. Because that's the moment that you all look at each other and say, hey, it was worth it.
Wow. Sean, guess what you just did?
Brother, Oaktown, East Bay, Bay Area in the house.
Yes, sir. You brought Oaktown in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We're having an amazing conversation right now. This is deep. Quiet seeks to run from the noise of the unrequited past. Peace is found in the ever-renewing now. This is how you get past what happened in the past. Quiet runs from reliving the past. That's why it seeks quiet. Peace is an appreciation of the now, which is ever renewing. You focus on now, you can focus on a new reality. There's peace in the now, right? There's pain in the past. 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I'm getting back to the phone lines. If you want to jump in, now's the time. We got people to talk to. We're going to Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to Harney County, Oregon. When we come forward, let's get it. Hey, did we lose a caller? We have full lines. You guys can call now. We got 2 lines. We got 3 lines open. All right? We got 3 lines open. So now's the time. Now's the time. We got 3 lines. Haru, you might as well call in because you're dropping bombs.
What do you think about Thomas Bradley?
Who? Who?
The mayor that was similar to USC?
Are you talking about Tom Bradley?
Oh, yeah.
Legendary Tom Bradley?
Yeah.
Mayor of Los Angeles? He was
Yeah.
cold brother.
So he got into jail for it? But he
Oh,
got
you talking about something. That ain't Tom Bradley.
Riley got something.
What up? What up, Daniel? Yep.
Welcome and welcome back to another video. Today, I want to discuss with you about how can we become peaceful and how can we become calm from our mind. Now we know that we are living in a world where we are constantly bombarded and constantly overloaded with information, with distractions, and all of the chaos. So what happens when we live in such an environment is we become so reactive and we tend to lose our peacefulness, we tend to lose our calmness in our mind. And then what happens is our frustration, stress and depression builds in. So how can we deal with this? And what can we do to eliminate these distractions and this constant chatter in our mind and have a peaceful mind in the middle of chaos? So today I'm going to share a few tips where you can practice in your daily life, and then you can, if you practice this, it will be a great help to find peacefulness and calm in the middle of all the chaos. So the first thing that you have to understand is calmness and peacefulness is not an outer source. It doesn't come from outer world, right? It can be found within. So no matter where you live, no matter what the place you live, no matter what you do, if you really focus on this calmness, and if you're clever enough to find that, then you will be able to find the calmness and peacefulness in the middle of all the chaos. So always remember, calmness and peacefulness should be built and should be developed within. Okay? And also,
ladies and gentlemen, VOR back in the building. Is your relationship peaceful? Or is it just quiet, waiting for the next storm? Talk to me, 1-800-920-1580. We got callers on the line. Omaha, Nebraska, LJ. Get in here.
What up, Zoe? Easy, baby?
What's happening? How you doing, man? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, man, I would like to say, though, you know, back in the day, man, that old man would say, I want peace and quiet.
I want both.
I don't know. They never said just peace. They said peace and quiet.
I like it.
You know, I got to work in the morning. I want some peace and quiet. I know you heard that before.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've heard it.
But back to the situation at hand. So peace is something that you seek internally, man. I can't tell nobody else what their peace is. I see some cats, man, they be very peaceful, and I be like, wow, I know it's peaceful, but I'm wild. So wild and peace, I think you can have peace and be wild at the same time. I don't think it's something that you can just put in the box and say, it's this. You know what I'm saying? It's that. Because I see some different cats, I be like, man, that dude looks like he's peaceful, but I know it's nothing like my wild, but I'll be wild, but then people say, I'm a peaceful dude, so I don't know how to describe it. I don't think you could just wrap it up in a nice little box and say this is what it is, but once you got it, and you know you got it, you're cool, man. That's all I gotta say. But hey, no matter what situation you in, man.
Hey, man.
I don't care. I'm good.
LJ, guess what you just did?
I brought the home of Terrence Crawford with a knockoff rock.
Yes, sir. Omaha, Nebraska in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, the routine is simple. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Chico, my man from Oregon, get up in here.
Mr. Z.
How are you?
I love the topic. But it's so calm, man. It's when I heard the intro, I thought we were talking about peace throughout the world, and of course, what's happening in Palestine is tragic. It's a biblical problem. It's been the Philistines and the Hebrews from almost 4,000 years ago. The other issue is with Gaza. If you remember the story about Samson and Delilah and the temple of the Philistine god Dagon, theoretically, the Grand Mosque of Gaza, which is now leveled, underneath it, Samson is buried in the rubble. Okay. Now, my question for you is, what can we do about the Middle East?
Well, I still believe that peace is an internal process. And I would say the Middle East is probably one of the least peaceful places in the world because they're more in their heads than they are in their hearts. That's what I believe.
Good point.
Yeah. Especially in context of what tonight's topic is, right? The people over there are in a relationship, right? And that relationship is toxic, right? Because of beliefs, because of ideas. I love Robert Anton Wilson's work. And he said something very profound. He said, you know that the word's belief system can be reduced to 2 letters. He said, BS. And he said, you should know when your belief system is BSing you. See, that's going to contribute to an internal turmoil as well, right? And I think that's what's happening over there. Great question, man. You know what you just did, right?
I rep Harney County, 140 miles from any place else worth going to shop. Yeah.
There you go. You brought Oregon in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. He thought he was going to get me on this whole other topic, but I ain't going to let it. No. Listen, the voice of reason is on complete fire tonight. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got one of my favorite callers on the line. But you know, I got to hold him over because he needs space. He needs time to like lay it out. He needs time to lay it flat. Cause I know he gonna go all over the place. He gonna talk about COVID. He gonna talk about Similac. I'm telling you, this next caller has got a lot to say, and he's gonna talk about every topic in the world that's going on. When we come forward, you're gonna get a piece of my brother, Haru Ali, Battle Creek, Michigan. Hey, Michael, thank you. Michael, thank you, bro. Thank you. You took us to $31. Michael Watkins. Love and respect always, though. Thank you. Thank you.
Taoism is an ancient Chinese mystical, philosophical, and religious tradition that emphasizes living in agreement with the Tao. The main work in Taoism is the Tao Te Ching, created by a mysterious author called Lao Tzu, which contains profound wisdom and insights. But there are more ancient works that define Taoism, like Zhuangzi and Li Tzu. It can be difficult to make sense out of the poetry, parables, anecdotes, and other forms of writing that Taoist scriptures have to offer. Nevertheless, we can find a lot of value in them. In this video, I would like to discuss some Taoist wisdom for inner peace. Taoism contains a philosophy that almost directly opposes today's culture. We're all about work hard, play hard, being proactive, unlocking your full potential, achieving social status, which often goes hand in hand with stretching ourselves beyond our capacities. This doesn't mean that accomplishment is evil. A certain degree of accomplishment is necessary for survival and lies at the basis of civilization. But the Taoists highlight that there are alternative ways to live our lives, ways that are less burdened but less glamorous too. This all comes down to living more in tune with the Tao, the all-encompassing and thriving force behind the universe. Here are 4 pieces of wisdom that might bring us closer to the Tao. 1. Don't stand on your tiptoes. In current culture, we're likely to overstretch ourselves in order to achieve our goals. Oftentimes, we rush, exaggerate our achievements, lie, boast about our abilities, and push too hard. The problem with this behavior is that we often lack the foundation to do what we want to do, which results in a very unstable position. I quote, "Those who stand on tiptoes do not stand firmly. Those who rush ahead don't get very far. Those who try to outshine others dim their own light. Those who call themselves righteous can't know how wrong they are. Those who boast of their accomplishments diminish the things they have done." End quote. So it's better that we don't rush into tasks, don't buy things that we can't afford, don't lie about our abilities, and don't show ourselves off all the time. Because if we do...
Gosh! Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, everybody talk about peace tonight. I'm giving examples. Is your relationship peaceful or is it just quiet? You know, quiet is exemplified in one of the communication styles. Avoidant communication styles, a quiet communication style. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. Right? First clip we played earlier today was our military brother, David Goggins. He said, listen, you got to go to war to get to peace. But the war he was talking about was not with your significant other, but with yourself. The human psyche is a complex realm where conflicting emotions, thoughts, and desires often collide, giving rise to internal wars. Simultaneously, the pursuit of internal peace becomes a paramount goal for individuals seeking harmony and fulfillment. Tonight's show, we tried to explore the intricate relationship between internal wars and internal peace, shedding light on their interconnectedness and the transformative potential they hold within the human experience. We are all works in progress, which means we are all on the battlefield of our internal world, right? The battlefield of the mind. Internal wars refer to inner conflicts that arise within an individual's mind and emotions. Listen, I'm at war every day of my life. Every moment I'm at war. Trust me, my mind is noisy because I'm at war, trying to fight internal battles. And, you know, people who know me, people who are close to me, they recognize a change. They go, what's going on with Zoe? Right? They understand something is misaligned. And I'm okay with leading with that misalignment. That's part of, I guess, the responsibility of the wounded teacher, right? The wounded healer uses his or her brokenness to teach, right? That's what this sage soul, i.e., moi, is here to do, right? Internal wars often lead to emotional turmoil, anxiety, and a sense of dissonance within oneself. I feel it a lot, right? But it can be used as a catalyst for growth. We've got callers on the line and people want to talk about it. Is your relationship at peace, or is it just quiet because it don't want to talk about it? It rather the silence talk. Here we go. Let's get it. Who's been on the longest? Heru Ali, you already know. Get in here.
So, Andy, staff, family, I completely agree with Brother David Goggins. Yeah, we have to be at war. Because we are at war, whether you know it or not. Mm-hmm. Your past traumas and your, as it relates to yourself, you're in a high-speed pursuit. It's like the police chasing somebody in a high-speed pursuit. Mm-hmm. It has no good intention for you. You overcome, you dodge the spike strips, the mugs, they still try to hit you up with the pit maneuver. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They want to throw you off your course to get as far away from your trauma as possible. Mm-hmm. And to paraphrase two great philosophers, the great Bob Marley and the great Enzo Williams.
Hey.
And it's a combination of both of their quotes. Everybody that you love is going to disappoint you and hurt you in a heavy way. But are they worth the wait?
Oh, I see. I see that.
Yeah.
Bob Marley got the best piece of that. But okay, thank you.
Listen, I'm not going to be all over the place like bird crap. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. This right here, I appreciate the topic, Atala, I appreciate you doing it. In the military, we have what's called noise discipline. Mm-hmm. And what noise discipline is before we go on a campaign or any objectives, we have to take down everything that's metal on our personal gear, our personal protective gear. So whether it's in the daytime, but especially at night, it don't make any noise because it'll give our position away as we are approaching our objective, whether it's a ambush or intentional direct action. Mm-hmm. That's called preparation to try and come out with the best outcome. How can I be the best partner? How can I be best to my partner when I'm at war with myself? Mm-hmm. And listen, I'm talking all about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. Mm-hmm. Yes, nothing, no change happens in the comfort zone. You got to get outside of your comfort zone. And in relationships, when you have differences of opinion and you can't agree to disagree, sometimes I often say it's like, you know what? Since we can't agree to disagree, let's just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Let's not stop trying to get the last word. It's like peace versus quiet. You know, everybody wears the mask, but how long will it last? Lord Hill, we can't agree with this, and to continue to talk about this situation is only going to amp up either you or me, and it's going to go to a place where it's really bad. So can we go to a neutral corner and just shut the F up? And what I've observed and experienced is sometimes adults don't know when to shut the F up. And do some reflection and say, you know what? I was angry. I said some things that was not positive to contribute to getting to a resolution. I didn't take the synergistic approach, the win-win approach. My ego got involved, and like, you ain't gonna tell me to shut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown A woman, I'm a grown A man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being in a relationship where you're tolerated versus celebrated.
Wow.
And when you find someone who celebrates and values your work in progress, because we all works in progress. If they celebrate you, they give you grace and mercy. It's like, wow. Because what they say, who do you lie to? The person that you love or the side chick? The side chick know everything. Right? But you lie to the one you love because you don't want to lose them. Because that's who you ultimately want to be with, right?
I'm listening. Go ahead, brother. You cooking now. You cooking. When was the last time I was this quiet? Keep going.
Listen. We have so much against us. We just have to learn to love, give grace, and prioritize what is it. Because in that silence, because we avoid the cage. Hell, I'm working on going into the cage, into a confined space. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the military, we used to crawl through 24-inch tubes under the ground. And you talk about claustrophobia? You're like, wait a minute, I got to get through this because, one, we got a mission, and two, it's going to make me a better soldier. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go into that cage, you got to go into that confined space. You have to confront it because no peace, no change, no peace.
Wow.
But
So
when you know change, you know peace.
Oh, okay. Now let me ask you. What did you just do, brother?
Battle Creek, Michigan.
Battle Creek, Michigan is in the building. Heru Ali had a lot to say. If you got a lot to say, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we got Pensacola, Florida, and Dallas, Texas. Texas again, and the phone is ringing. Awesome call. We lost those callers. Where are y'all? Oh, man. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR. We got a whole different vibe going tonight. I was gifted that by someone very close. That is meditation music by Janae Aiko. Heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Yeah, I bet you never heard it before. Yeah, go look it up on YouTube, man. What was that one called? I forgot the name. Alive and Well. That's what that one was called. Look it up on. It's like gratitude mantra. Sometimes we gotta do that together in a relationship. So everybody in the chat is like, that's amazing. Love that. Yeah. You know, the voice of reason, but I'm gonna keep flipping on y'all. Y'all think y'all get used to me and then I flip and do something else. Tonight's topic, man, is your relationship at peace? Or is it just weathering the quiet? Because sometimes quiet can be anticipatory. You know, waiting for the other shoe to drop kind of feeling, right? There can be anxiety in quiet because you don't know what's coming. You're just being quiet because you don't want to say, but you're presuming, right? How do you cultivate peace in the relationship? Some people say, as Heru Ali just said, sometimes you say, don't have the conversation. I say that's not the way to do it. The war inside also is a reflection of the war outside. You overcome the war on the inside, you can have a diplomatic, respectful, honorable, integrous war on the outside because you've conquered the inside. If you find yourself in a position not being able to have an integrous war with your significant other, right? Then that means, again, something internally is ajar, right? You get overwhelmed for even being approached with certain notions and questions and perceptions from your partner, right? And even if your partner frames it up for you and says, hey, hold on, this is my perception, and it most definitely could be wrong. If you're still offended after you heard that, that's internal work that is being brought to the surface. Why is it triggering even though it is prefaced as a perception that could be wrong, a perspective that could be off? Is your relationship at peace or is it at war? Let's get these callers. You already know. True Monger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Man, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. How you?
I'm doing better.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Doing better.
I know you did the dentist thing, man, and I knew that was heavy, right?
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Can't repeat the words on the air that I want to say, but
Don't say
take it for what it is.
All right. So what's your thoughts on tonight's topic, my brother?
Oh man. Thinking some people don't understand there is a process to peace,
Hmm.
and they want it to come easy, which we know what easy really means. It is nothing good as far as anything that's worth achieving or worth working towards. Easy doesn't help with anything. But I think a lot of people just don't want to go through the process of going towards peace. You gotta go through chaos in order to understand what peace is.
Are you saying you go through chaos so that you may recognize peace?
In my opinion, yes. So some people are so used to chaos that they may find peace in the chaos. And then they can't separate the two. But to me, you go through those experiences. You learn the difference between peace and quiet. Because you can be quiet, but you're still holding stuff in. I went through that stage where I wasn't comfortable talking about my internal issues or whatever. And I would try to find that quiet place. And then if the conversations would come up again, I find myself repeating that habit. And it would mess up a lot of relationships, whether it's intimate or whatever. I had to grow out of that. I had to first be honest with myself about what was going on. And then I had to work through that in order to be more open about this stuff. Now, there's still times where I'm like, hey, it's none of your business. Because I know some people that like to talk too much. So I don't really open up to them. But those who I find trust in, yeah, I have no problem discussing these things where they ask about it, it just comes up a general conversation. I could be more open to it now. And I find peace within that. But I know it's ongoing work. Whether it's just your issues or whether it's with your partner. Now, if you want your partner to have understanding about what you're dealing with, you gotta have the conversation. You at least got to explain as clearly as possible what you're dealing with so they have some sort of understanding. Now, if they're the type of person who they may shrug it off or they pay no mind, that's on them, that's not on you.
Come on, True. Let me ask you a question, True. You know what you just did, right?
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
You brought Dallas, Texas in the building. Lord have mercy. My brother True is cooking. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on complete fire tonight, man. Let's get these callers in here. Folk want to talk in Zynga, Pensacola, Florida. Get in here.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Hill. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm cool. You only got 2 minutes though, so let's get to it. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I want to so Heru Ali, he kind of inspired this when he mentioned the side chick, and I guess this would be for men and for women when they have a side piece. I think it probably is more PEACE than PIECE, because I think people are going to do whatever they have to do to get their piece. Sometimes they leave, or sometimes they get side piece to get it. And I just want to say, sometimes quiet is not always, shouldn't be always a negative thing, because sometimes you do want peace and quiet. There's some days you just don't want to hear anybody. I think my best relationships with my friends are the ones that I can just be around them and we don't have to say much. You know, they know me, I know them, and it's just a comfortable silence. It's not an awkward silence. That's all.
That's heavy. Nzinga in here cooking. Nzinga, what did you just do, child?
I brought Pensacola in the building.
You brought Pensacola, Florida in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, get those phone fingers going. Yo, we having a real conversation and I'm loving it. Hey, if you want to do it now. 1-800-920-1580. Can you answer that? Mhm. $30.
So I got this two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was on my two-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected, neglected my effort, a pair with no trust, dirty games and affairs that be tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain. It's such an extraordinary adventure, the awakening of higher consciousness in you is just so amazing. And to experience, to become free of your personality, so that you no longer feel you're trapped in it. Of course, you still have a history, it's fine. You have a personal history, you have a life situation, everybody has a life situation, which is to do with relationships, it's to do with your work situation, your financial situation, your home situation, your health situation. All these things make up your life situation. Now, it's very rare that all these things are going absolutely fine for you. My health, wonderful. My relationships, absolutely perfect. My work, career, great. Finances, great. Every possessions, home, wonderful home. Children, all healthy and intelligent and great. Everything is great. That doesn't happen very often. And if it does, it doesn't last that long. You just have to wait a little. And then somewhere, things could break down here and there. You get challenged. Something happens that isn't supposed to happen, says the mind. You get challenged by life all the time.
Wait, stop. Something happens. Let me, because I know it's his accent is thick. Something happens that wasn't supposed to happen, says the mind. He slipped that in really quickly, says the mind. Something happened that wasn't. The mind has a list of expectations and a list of this is how it's supposed to be and all of this and that. Something happened that wasn't supposed to happen, says the mind. Go ahead, finish it. Sorry.
Things could break down here and there. You get challenged. Something happens that isn't supposed to happen, says the mind. You get challenged by life all the time. And that's good. That's how it's meant to be. And you realize the world can't make you happy. Occasionally, you might think, oh yes, it can, because I've just fallen in love with the most amazing, amazing person who's going to make me happy for the rest of my life. Oh, dear. It's a big thing to put on a person. A huge expectation. He or she is going to make me happy. I know it. Okay, so it gives you a high, so that's finally right. I don't need all that spiritual stuff anymore. I found the ideal partner. And then you wait a little. After the wedding. And very soon, sooner or later, usually sooner, you discover there are aspects to your partner's personality that you didn't know existed.
The legendary Eckhart Tolle. You know who he is, man. Author of The Power of Now. Man, tonight's topic is so fire. It's so nuanced. It's so layered, man. Peace versus quiet. Before I even get into this even further, because we got Nikki from Mississippi, and you already know she about to cook with the rarest avocado oil. But before I even get to her, Andy, the birthday brother. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts? Yeah, that Eckhart Tolle clip hit you, and you had to say something.
Really, it's more so like his delivery. Like he talks a lot about peace and happiness, but he just seems so chill.
Yes.
As if like he still got some issues that he gotta go through. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I will say this: we all have issues, but we have to cultivate the inner calm with the people who trigger those issues. We claim we want the person, but we don't want to be triggered by the person. But the person is there to trigger you, to teach you to cultivate an inner calmness so you can actually lean into the difficulty of the moment. Somebody said tranquility and chaos can exist at the same time. I already gave you the analogy. A hurricane is beautiful chaos. And at the center of that is the eye of the storm, which is completely calm. That's how you're supposed to navigate relationship upsets. We're upset with each other. We're disappointed with each other. But if we have something real and authentic, we find the eye of the storm so we can weather what we're upset about. I didn't mean to get too deep into it. I'm sorry. Nikki from Mississippi, get in here.
Everybody.
Come on. I'm just going to sit back. Come on, Nikki. She finna come with that down home cooking tonight. Talk to us about tonight's topic.
So I offer the
Wake up the phone call.
definition of peace. It means wholeness, complete. Nothing missing, nothing broken. If you hear our Jewish brothers and sisters say shalom, or the good Catholics say peace be unto you, they are offering you that state of being where nothing is missing and nothing is broken. a state of peace.
Mm-hmm.
The internal warring causes us to take our tuner left or right because we're seeking that place where nothing is missing and nothing is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Often quiet exists there,
Mm-hmm.
but for some, silence can be very loud.
Come on. Come on, Nikki. Come on.
When you tune or lean in or you're triggered,
Mm-hmm.
it just means the internal is telling you, adjust, because you're either moving toward the place of nothing missing and nothing broken, or you're moving away from it.
Mm-hmm.
We're always doing that. We're never idle.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Wherever your God is, whoever you recognize as God, you're either moving toward him or her or away from him or her.
Mm-hmm.
And moving toward him or her is that state of being where there is wholeness.
Mm-hmm.
That we're all trying to get to. Cultivate. If you ever get that here in this plane, keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Or avoid, because sometimes when you get in that wholeness place, you don't want to disrupt it.
Mm.
And life does that. That's its job.
Mm. Mm.
And I just offer that we consider where's our meeting. So it's not just peace, but it's wholeness, where nothing in you is missing and nothing in you is broken.
Mm-hmm.
And that can create the side peace.
Mm. Really?
IECE, which gives you the EACE.
Come on.
Because you don't get that at home.
That's right. That's right. Come on, Nikki. What do you do, girl? You just be sitting around. I'm finna tear Zoe's show up tonight. I already know what I got set up for Zoe. I love it when you call in, Nikki. I appreciate it. I really do. Now, let me ask you. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Food for thought. That's all. I just have food for thought.
And I appreciate it. I really do. Guess what you just did?
I brought the sip in the building.
The sip is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Where LA at? LA, come on now. You can't let the rest of the nation just clown week after week. We did get an LA caller today, though. Was it Jay? It was somebody. We got an LA caller today, didn't we? Lord have mercy, LA. Don't let them do you like that. Don't let them do you like this, LA. Listen, when I come forward, Zoe Williams is going to delve into my thoughts on peace versus quiet. Is it good to you? Nikki be on fire. Hey, who dropped that $49 in there? Man, come on. Who did that? Atomic Dog, man. Can everybody shout out Atomic Dog? Atomic Dog, man. Thank you for that, bro. Atomic Dog. Huh? Huh? You know, no. We got another playlist going.
You know.
Yeah. Arabia! They all calling you.
Jesus.
Arabia! Oh, that playlist, ignorant boy. Andy and they're like, yeah, let it ride, Andy. Give it a little taste, man. The voice of reason and his co-host. So let me do this real quick. Let me run down my playlist for y'all tonight, cause y'all don't understand how we do. The first track we played earlier today was Sundress by Freddie Jokum. The second track we played was Heal by Louis Sky. The third track we played was Janae Ioko, Alive and Well, the Gratitude Mantra, which you can find on YouTube. And then that track, woo, that track is called Comfort Zone by Evil Needle. Look, just real quick, hit him with that Jack Herrera for you, real quick, just real quick. Come on. I just want to bring a little peace into your life. No. Whoa. Come on, man. That's a vibe right there, right? Okay. Let's one more. Hit him with that Pink Flower by King Chino, number 37. This is for your peace. The voice of reason wants to bring some peace into your life. What if you had a serious conversation, but it felt like this? Woo, come on. Okay, wait, one more. The voice of reason, his playlist is his co-host. Winding Road, Freddie Joko. Add these to your playlist. Hey, baby, I just want to talk to you. You know, we've been going through some real tough times, but we gotta sit down and work this thing out. I'm gonna make a space to listen to you without judgment, and you make a space to listen to me without judgment. Let's work it out. Woo! Let's talk through it. As we talk, we will walk through it. You can share. It's safe to share. I won't judge you. Just don't judge me. Woo! The voice of reason is on fire tonight. All right, let me get my final caller in here. We got to make it quick. JW, South Central LA is in the building. Talk to me, brother.
All right, my brother, I'm a sum it up, man. You are really off the hook, bro. The sister said something in reference to comfort.
Yes.
And I said, nah, I'm not going to call in because she said what I wanted to make, the point of being comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Or comfortable with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just made the reference to comfort zone. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, man, but my point is this, man. Being comfortable with yourself and realizing your flaws and human nature in terms of God, the great architect of the universe, you know, and know who your creator is, and then just be, plainly, speak life into your life. You know, you frame your words correctly, be, that's internal. And your mind can be your worst enemy if you let it.
My mind is my worst enemy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. J-Dub, you brought Los Angeles. Yes, man, you brought LA in the building, brother. I gotta keep it pushing, but I appreciate you heeding the call. In the pursuit of peace, oftentimes we seek various practices and philosophies. I'm guilty of it, in trying to attain a state of tranquility. This show, we tried to delve into the metaphysical and the philosophical aspects of peace, exploring its relationship with gratitude, alignment with nature, patience, inner stillness, self-love, interconnectedness, vulnerability, balance, forgiveness, intuition, mindfulness, and surrender. We tried to examine all of the questions I laid out in front of you in order to gain a deeper understanding of the multifaceted nature of peace and its potential sources. Brother Zoe, I'm flawed like every other man, and I struggle mightily to find that inner peace. And my inner noise and outer noise, it has contaminated my relationships in the past and in the present, and it's an ongoing struggle to get quiet and be okay. I'm just here to tell you, man, these shows are resources to people who may not have, the time, the space, the energy, or the effort to talk about it. I talk with you because to me this is a discussion, and I learn as much as I share. And I start the conversations, but it's up to you to finish them. Listen, we started it tonight. It's all good. Listen, my friend, your friend, Jill Monroe is up next, and the fire shall continue. RSV with Jill Monroe. I'll see y'all tomorrow on my Friday. Deuces. Great show tonight. Appreciate everybody for tapping. Number love, much love. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.